What's up, guys? KZMMA here. As you can see from the thumbnail and title, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about the UFC's new Glamour division, and that's going to be 170. No other division has built up this much momentum this quickly in quite some time in the UFC. You know, the Glamour divisions for years was the UFC lightweight, bantamweight had a little stint there. They were dominating the spotlight for years. But after UFC Vegas 106, Michael Morales just got a breakthrough win over Gilbert Burns. That's not the only one that's gotten a breakthrough win here. I'm going to break down all these new up and comers in the welterweight division here. Yeah, man, welterweight is definitely hot right now. It's definitely the division to be on the lookout for with all these new contenders, and all these guys are well rounded. You know, we got knockouts, submissions, international superstars, a new champion. We got Morales from Ecuador, Shavkat from Kazakhstan, Ian Gary from Ireland, JDM from Australia, Brady Buckley, USA. Like, this division is stacked. And like the upcoming matchups with these guys, Jack Della Maddalena Shavkat, Michael Morales versus Ian Gary, Buckley versus Brady. Like, come on, man. All these are sick fucking fights. So since the GSP era, and for the first time in years, the welterweight division is now the number one glamour division in the UFC, in my opinion, and I'm sure in a lot of other people's opinions as well. You know, all these contenders are climbing fast, and who knows if Jack Della is going to be able to hang on to this belt. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk about these guys, just put them in the spotlight, even though they're already there. But I just wanted to break these dudes down. You know, we got JDM, just won the belt. You know, crisp boxing, great takedown defense, well-rounded, just in terms of his defensive capabilities on the ground. And dude, he put it on Bilal, man. He really put big damage on him. Credit to Bilal for hanging tough, but JDM really just showed him that there were different levels on the feet. You know, he's got good combinations, sharp, precise punches, good timing, effective footwork. JDM looked really good against Bilal, so I'm looking forward to his next title defense, whether it's going to be against Islam or one of these other 170-pounders. And Islam Makhachev has his work cut out for him, bros. I'll tell you that, because if I was Islam, I'd be looking at 170 like, fuck that. Let me just stay at 155, as good as Islam is. But, dude, Morales, Brady, Buckley, JDM, Shavkat, oof, Islam's got his work cut out for him. And then we got Shawn Brady. Poor Leon. I probably could have used a different picture here, but Shawn Brady, this is just a way to highlight his destructive grappling. You know, he's not the biggest ground and pound guy, but if he can get those submissions locked in, he's probably going to finish you for sure. Brady, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Daniel Gracie, just submitting mostly everybody in the UFC. He made short work of Leon. Leon had very little success in that fight. He looked good against Gilbert Burns too, submitted Kelvin Gastelum. You know, Shawn Brady from Philly, he's making waves. I'd say he's one of the more low-key guys in the division out of the other people that I've named, but Shawn Brady's doing his thing for sure, and I'm looking forward to seeing his next fight. That's just going to be the thing with all of these guys. I'm looking forward to see their next fights. It's sick. It's sick. And then we got Shakivac, as Money Moicano says, Shavkat Rakmanov, you know, still undefeated. He had that 100% finish rate before, you know, Ian Gary came and spoiled the party for poor Shavkat, but he still got that win. You know, Shavkat's a well-rounded fighter, good submissions, good striking. He's a master of sport in combat sambo, and he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So he's very well-rounded, good kicks, good punches, dynamic on the feet. Not the best defensive head movement, but still, I mean, he's a monster, dude. He doesn't really need to move his head if he's hitting you as much as you're hitting him, because you're most likely going to be the one to go down. But sharp kicks, strong punches, well-rounded attack. He can wrestle you. He can submit you. Yeah. He's able to control people down on the ground, land effective ground and pound. He's been looking really good, man. And Joaquin Buckley, the Buck. I think Buckley gets this win over Usman coming up here soon in Atlanta. And Buckley, you know, is just explosive power striker, good wrestling, good takedown defense. He had Colby shooting for his life, put big shots on Colby. Colby couldn't really do much against Buckley. He just didn't have the firepower to handle him. You know, Buckley's really dynamic. He's got fast, good kicks, fast, strong punches. TKO'd Wonder Boy. Who the hell has done that besides Anthony Pettis? you know, and then Joaquin Buckley has a sick highlight reel, dude. He's been killing it, fighting from a southpaw stance. He's a problem in the welterweight division. I don't know if he beats the guys like Shavkat or JDM, but he's not going to be an easy fight. I'll tell you that. He's definitely going to give these dudes problems. He might have them hurt at one point or the other in these fights. But yeah, super explosive, creative striker in there. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to his fight against Usman. I think that he gets it done. He just momentum's on his side. He's primed. He's hungry. He's ready to go. And I think he's gonna get Usman out of there by stoppage. Unfortunately, as much as I love Usman, I'm an Usman fan, but you know, I just don't think he has what it takes to take Buckley out right now. Ian Gary. Oops, that's not the right picture. Who put that picture there, huh? Wasn't me. Who did that? Come on. All right, Ian Gary. So this guy, as much as you might think that he's a douche and extremely unlikable and has an insufferable personality and might be a cuck, allegedly, as much as all that stuff may or may not be true, okay? He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. He establishes distance well, great footwork, likes to run away a lot. I'm being biased. Let me not be biased. Let me be professional. All right. Good footwork, technical striker. You know, he uses his reach well. He uses reach advantage to maintain distance, deliver precise strikes, good grappling. In terms of just control, he's good at, you know, kind of stalling out rounds and winning rounds. And, you know, say what you want about Ian Gary, but he's winning. You know, I was rooting for him to beat Prates. Prates is another guy in this division that's a monster, but he's 35. You know, he doesn't have as much potential as these younger cats at 170. But yeah, Ian Gary training out of Shoot the Box. He likes to think that he's a Brazilian guy. You know, he speaks Portuguese. Credit to him for that. But yeah, Ian Gary, good abilities to control the range and the pace of fights, and you know he's able to pull these wins off. As much as you know, people hate it. But and then last but certainly not least, oh no, I didn't have the image ready. Look at this guy, so unprofessional. Sweet Christ. Oh, all right. We got Michael Morales here. I wanted to have it all nice and, you know, cleaned up for you guys, but, you know, it is what it is. Here we go. We got the boy Michael Morales. Sweet Jesus. All right. I just had to go ahead and get the picture pulled up properly. Jesus Christ. That's embarrassing, huh? But we got it. Michael Morales. Let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. Still undefeated, only 25 years old. Got that statement win over Gilbert Burns. Poor Gilbert, man. Gilbert had nothing for him. Michael Morales was just too big, too fast, too powerful. Got Gilbert out of there, and he made it look relatively easy. I mean, nobody really has finished Gilbert like that as of lately. You know, Gilbert has been in relatively competitive fights, even against the current champion, JDM. But yeah, Michael Morales just made short work of him. Aggressive striker, huge for the division. You know, good length, good height, good power for how long and lanky he is. Good wrestling, hard to take down. Yeah, man, Michael Morales is a problem. I'm looking forward to him against any one of these guys that we've gone over. Ian Gary, Shavkat, Buckley, Brady, JDM, anybody. So yeah, man, welterweight is definitely the glamour division of the UFC right now. And like I said before, it's international too. We got guys from all over the world. Brady from Ireland, JDM Australia, two guys from the US and Brady and Buckley, Shavkat from Kazakhstan, Morales Ecuador. We got international talent in the welterweight division. All these guys are young, in their primes, ready to go. I feel like this belt is going to be switching hands constantly. And I love JDM. I hope JDM can hold on to it, but it's like, dude, the level of competition at welterweight right now is absolutely insane. I'm looking forward to seeing the progress of this division as the years go on, because these guys aren't going anywhere. This is the new guard at 170. You know, Colby Covington, done for. Usman, we're going to see what he does against Buckley, but I don't think Usman's going to be able to pull it off against Buckley. Stephen Thompson, can't beat any of these up-and-coming guys. Vicente Luque is not going to beat any of these up-and-coming guys. And yeah, man, it's hard for the older guys at 170 right now, because these guys have a bunch of killers in their bracket to fight. So, God bless the veterans at 170, bro, because they're going to fucking need it. But that's all I wanted to talk about with you guys here. Just going to make this short and sweet, talk about 170. And I'm loving it, man. This is definitely my favorite division right now in the UFC to watch. 185 was looking interesting for a second with Dricus, Shawn, Kyle Bohalio, Khamzat, but just 170 at this point is just different. And I love it. I know you guys love it too. And we're going to see how this division moves forward as time goes on. So that's it from me, guys. Peace out. I appreciate you for tuning in. See you later.